that he designs only for QVC. If you want any kind of iron and you only want to have to buy it one time, this is Professional Series. This is from Rowenta. These are the people that over 3 million irons and steamers sold just here on QVC. 25 years, and this is what they specialize in. And this is really cool because this is part of the Pro Series. This has high-end features, and you're getting it on sale today, under $60. 5 easy pays at $12. I know you do. I love when you do that. Diana Irvine has been our dear friend here for a very long time, and you can steam any time you want, honey, on Halloween. Just quickly.
It's my fog machine for Halloween.
Yes, exactly. Here's going to be your red, or your your red, and here's your teal, which is really blue.
Yes, it's like a peacock blue, if you ask me.
Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. First of all, it looks like a sports car.
It does. It drives like one, too.
Yeah. You know, I think the reason a lot of people hate ironing, and I can speak for myself, is because you never really owned a good iron.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I don't think that a lot of people realize that not all irons are created equal. And so if you have never owned a Rowenta and you dread ironing, I'm going to hopefully convince you that this is worth trying, because this is designed as part of our Pro Series, but it's one pass ironing with huge bursts of steam.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And the secret behind this is 1,800 watts of power, which is the most you can get in an iron in the United States, and 400 micro steam holes, a huge Soleplate, but being able to go in one pass over your garment and get a professional result. So the steam is the story. So why is Rowenta, well, normally so expensive? Because it's German engineering and design. This iron was made in Germany. Also because they are experts at making steam. They make their own thermostats, and by giving you the Soleplate with all of the holes and giving you the concentrated steam zone, keeping the iron hot at 1,800 watts, you are able to knock the wrinkles out not only on the board, but also vertically. So simply turn the steam button to steam, regular tap water, 30-second heat up time, and you will enjoy the fact that ironing isn't drudgery when you truly have a great tool. And it makes a huge difference. And I know you're not a huge ironer, but I know that you love Rowenta, because when you need an iron, you have a great iron. But when you need a steamer, you have a great steamer in the same iron.
And you know what, $60 in the world of irons to get the top of the line, all these features, get it home. If you are gifting this, we have our no hassle gift return policy already in place. And you know what? Let's say you're buying it for someone who's extraordinarily particular, and for whatever reason they don't like it, that's cool, that's all right, because you have through the end of January. But get it now, because this is the time of the year, and you know, what is it about this time of the year? It turns November and suddenly you're washing the shears, you're washing all,
get ready
you
for
know,
the holidays.
all the tablecloths and napkins, and maybe you know, have someone who wears, for the guys, a shirt, and you send it to the cleaners all the time only because you want it professionally pressed. You can do that at home. How many kids have uniforms, or you know, you're giving it to a quilter? Someone who
quilter,
sews.
seamstress, this is luxury for them.
Wouldn't this be dynamite? 5 easy pays at $12. So let me ask you a couple of things.
Sure.
You mentioned very quickly that you could use regular tap water.
Yes, you want to use regular tap water.
It has an extra large water tank.
Yes, it does.
So you can actually go longer without having to fill it up, so you don't have to worry. It also has an anti-calc feature.
Yes, so if you have hard water, what I love about Rowenta irons is that we have anti-calc. So when you start to see white particles coming out of your iron, because that's the minerals of your water, you run a tank of water through and you put it on self-clean right over your sink, and it filters all those impurities out so that your iron lives for a long time. We've had people call and say they've had their irons 5, 10, 15, 20 years, some of them.
Wow.
And that's because you can maintain it so well and so easily. But I know you're a steamer, and I know for years when your daughter was in dance, you've steamed. And that's what's great about this, is that you might be pinched for time, or maybe you don't own an ironing board and never intend to. This is how great this tool is. Because of 1,800 watts, we keep our iron hot. It allows you to literally vertical steam any fabric. So you saw me do silk charmeuse. This happens to be rayon. We'll do a men's cotton shirt. You can do wool gabardine. You can do cashmere. You can steam any fabric with this. So you aren't missing out on anything. In fact, you're getting the Pro Series, which we rarely offer. And not only is it this great, amazing iron, you can see I am not working hard, but it's also that vertical steamer.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you saw the retail value on this is pretty much pennies away from being a full $100. So if we can give you almost $40 off and give you the opportunity to get it home and try it and then decide whether you like it and continue on the easy pace, you know, who's getting engaged for the holidays? This is the
Great
time of the
wedding
year.
gift.
This would be a dynamite wedding or shower gift.
Absolutely.
A graduation
Wonderful gift for the
You know,
best.
this is a tool that the guys will use and they will need because you need to look professional. Also save you money in the long run because you're not going to be replacing it next year.
Yeah, I think Jane Brown tells a story about her husband getting his own, and I know Gabrielle Kerr's the same way. They both said, my husband likes to be really dressed well, and he loves the Rowenta. You know, I had a niece who recently got married, and I shook my head as I went to her registry, and she had this like no-name brand iron on there, and I'm like, I can't in good conscience give you that iron. You know you're getting a Rowenta because there's such a huge difference.
See, that's the shame of getting married young because you don't know what you're supposed. You don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
You know?
That's exactly right.
It's an 1800 watt, the most powerful that we can give it. And also, do you notice the way? I mean, it just glides over everything.
Yes.
You're not using starch and all those
Not
kinds
at
of
all.
things. And again, if you are a quilter out there, if you sew, if that shirt, that pile of shirts is always going to the cleaners, not because you don't know how to wash them, but because they need to be professionally pressed. And how about when you pull things out of the closet, or you pull them out of the suitcase and they're just wrinkled? You don't even need an ironing board with this if you don't want to use an ironing board.
You absolutely don't. In fact, you can just take a towel and put it on a hard surface and then iron right over it. You know, that's what's so great about Rowenta is that we have given you a professional tool here, but you don't have to worry about being the professional. Just guide and glide over your clothes. And regular tap water for a reason. We want you to use regular tap water because with the minerals of your water, that's how we create the amazing steam that comes out of this. Now, I'd love to show you this because I think you hit the nail on the head when maybe you don't realize that not all irons are created equal. So,
and who is the time? You know, you're not there in the big box store when I go there, so I don't know what I'm buying.
I can't be there in front of the Rowenta stand saying you need this. But if you're now, you'll know why you need the Rowenta. So if this is what you have, 22 holes, you can see it's scratched, you can see it has even square corners. This doesn't do much for you.
I think I burnt that onto velvet one time.
Yeah, right, exactly. And how do you clean that thing? So here is 400 micro steam holes, huge Soleplate, big burst of steam, but I'll show you the difference. So this is the steam chamber of this iron, and I guarantee you this is not 1800 watts. This is the steam chamber for Rowenta. So blue is Rowenta, orange is your typical brand X, which could be $49, $59. This fills with water, and then 1800 watts of power. That's how you get this steam. And the secret to garment care is all about steam. That's why we can use it as a steamer. That's why ironing with Rowenta isn't bad, because you're like, yeah, I can use it as a steamer.
And you can use it on any fabric. Here's our update, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So for the month, we were able to get our hands on 9,200 irons in teal blue. Oh, you're kidding. 900 remain. That's it. That's it. And just a few more in the red, and it's sort of a pretty burgundy red. $12. Get it home and try it out. Like, take the challenge. Take the challenge. If you say, you know what, there's no difference in irons, or if your Rowenta's a little bit older, you can always donate it and then get yourself something. I mean,
you donate to the younger generation and keep the good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You got
look at the corduroy.
This is everything that you would worry about when it comes to ironing. You don't have to, because you can literally vertical steam anything as well as wood iron.
When Nikki was part of a dance conservatory, you know, I loved being able to help as a mom. I would, in one or two, probably a full night and then half a day, go through like 300 costumes, steaming each and every one of them, thanks to Rowenta. And that was a steamer. But you've got that same kind of power at home. You don't have to have separate steamer from an iron on this. And you're getting the professional series. Listen, our ladies know. That's why I could give you those kinds of numbers and say there's 900 remaining out of, how many did you tell me that we had originally? 9,200. There's 900 remaining in. Okay, make that 800 now in the teal blue. And when it's gone, it's gone. I don't know if we're ever going to get that one back at this price. And then the red, a few more of those. both colors work the same way. You decide what works best for you. And we can get it there if you order it now. You know, when you take out all the tablecloths and the napkins and you take down all of the, you know, bed skirts and things like that before company comes for the holidays, that iron, make your life just a breeze.
Yeah. This really does make light work of what people thought was drudgery. It was only drudgery because you didn't have a Rowenta.
Plus, do you have one of those pretty little, oh, you usually have
the
that little girl's dress.
I don't. But you're right. I mean, anything from the party to the casual. If you're a t-shirt and cargo pant kind of person, or whether you're dressing up every day, this is how you take care of your garments. And this is, you do it with the best, the Pro Series. And we rarely get these here, so it's exciting.
If this is drudgery, Rowenta is probably your answer. So keep that in mind. 9,200 is what we started with. And as we said, the teal is most limited. The red, V36467, $12. You have fun trick-or-treating with those kids tonight.
Thank you.
All right, you stay safe.
Yes, thank you. And thanks for the goodies.
Oh, you're welcome. Help yourself to more. I don't want to take that candy home with me.